Welcome. Trying a new game called Compensation Not Guaranteed. This game is kind of reminiscent if you've ever played Papers, Please. I'm just trying a demo of this game. It was a game that was talked about at Gamescom, which takes place in Cologne, Germany. It's a game talking about democracy and how easy it is to lose democracy in hypothetical situations. This game was also highlighted compared to another game called The Darkest Files, which I recently did a playthrough of that whole game as well. So if you're into that kind of genre, the Paper Please, Darkest Files genre, this demo might be interesting to you. A new nation is born. We survived war. We survived abandonment by colonial rulers. We have survived the birthing pangs of a new government. Now, in the aftermath, we want to build a country for our children and our children's children, green and safe and beautiful. Some of us will need to give up our old homes, our touchstones, our land. But nothing great was ever achieved without sacrifice. A brighter future awaits if we do this together. Will you serve? So we'll be making the decision on who gets to keep their things and who doesn't. Hi, you must be the new addition. I'm the department secretary. My name is Bo Bay, but most people call me Bobby. Do you want to shake hands? Oh, someone else wants to say hi. She's the most curious one in the showl. Cute, right? Back in the pouch you go. I'll begin with some background information. We have many construction projects planned, so we need to take over a lot of land. The people residing on these lands have been told to vacate. If they can produce valid ownership documents, we will compensate them for surrendering their land. Your job is to make sure these documents are authentic and decide if compensation should be awarded. If something seems fishy... Oops, you're right, baby. Can't use that term. Back in the pouch, you're embarrassing me. If anything seems suspicious with the documentation, compensation will be denied. Anyways, an officer had a few cases he thought you could use for practice. For the first case, we have Mrs. DeSauser. She's a law-abiding sort, so there shouldn't be any problem with her documents. I'll call her Q number now. Okay. And this is July 1965. Hello, did you call for the right number? Mrs. DeSauser. You'll be checking my documents? You look so young. Wait, are you in training? You won't make any mistakes, will you? I'll do my best not to. We understand it's stressful for you, Mrs. D'Souza. It'll be fine. You'll see. Okay, I guess. I'm coming over to your side to help with the inspection. Okay. To start, ask for her documents and bring them over to the inspection area on the right. So this is the title deed, and this is her ID. It should be easier to read the details now. Yeah. Let's begin with looking at the names on her yellow IC and title deed to make sure they match. If you spot anything wrong with the names, let me know. All right, Rosa DeSauza, Rosa DeSauza. They match. Great. Now all you have to do is look over the rest of the details. You can check other fields now for anything out of the ordinary. So her address is number 11, Ingwa Close M23. Her date of birth is July 12th, 1939, and this card was issued December 12th. I think they do their months differently, and this is issued January 13th of 1952. Okay, it looks accurate to me. The address needs to match, and no field should be empty. Once you've checked these, let me know your findings. I don't have any issues. Let me confirm that. I don't see any issues either. All right, then we're about ready to finalize the acquisition. Other than going over documentation, you should consider conversing with the landowner. It helps with learning about their background, clarifying issues with documents, or making the whole process feel less impersonal. Oh no, must we? Nothing makes me more nervous than having to hold a conversation. Really? I couldn't tell, Mrs. D'Souza. You've been doing wonderful so far. It'll only be a few general questions, and then we can bring the process to a close. You can converse with her by addressing her directly. Let's get to it, shall we? Yes. I can ask her for her particulars. Oh, my name is Rosa D'Souza. Souza with a Z, not an S. Should it be an S? Do you need a change? My current address is 11 Ingwa Close. I moved there 12 years, 2 months, and 4 days ago. My IC number is 41674. I memorized it the moment I got my IC. You did great, Mrs. D'Souza. Everything seems to be in order, so we can go ahead with approving compensation. Grab the green stamp and stamp the title deed, unless you want to harass her some more. I don't. Thanks. Is it really over? Will I get the money? Of course, Mrs. D'Souza. They're nothing like the corrupt officials of the past. Oh, thank goodness. Talking to the government officials is so nerve-wracking. Not that I didn't trust you, the government that is. Can I go now? Of course you can go, Mrs. D'Souza. Don't forget your IC. Place the title deed on the map to the left. You'll learn how to view collected title deeds in a map later. Good luck with your training. Thank you. That wasn't too terrible. So is that my only person today? That wasn't so bad, was it? I guess Mrs. D'Souza might feel differently, but let's move on. The next case we were given is Mr. Keys. When the officer told him to fix his documents the first time, Mr. Keys kicked up a fuss. You need to be on the lookout for problems with his documents, as he might have refused to comply. If he can't come up with a good explanation, we'll have to reject his claim for compensation. What do I do if he gets difficult? It's a real headache when people behave that way, but we have to remain professional no matter what. Part of the job is facing tough challenges head on. Isn't that right, baby? Why do you have your baby at work? I'll call for Mr. Key's queue number now. Maybe you should stay down for this one, baby. Right. We're at the place of business, sir. Oh, he looks like he's about to have attitude. About time. You better make this quick. There's no need to check my documents because they are fine. It's a routine procedure we can't skip, Mr. Key. But we promise it'll be quick if there are no issues. Remember to bring the documents into the inspection area on the right. Okay. Is he going to give it to me? All right. We're trying this again. Ask him why his IC is green and the previous one was yellow. Yeah, there's been no time to create new documents for every citizen, so they just bring in whichever ones they currently have. That's just something we have to deal with for a while. It's still the same basic task of checking for discrepancies, though. Let me know if you spot any. Okay, so even though it's green instead of yellow, it's fine. So his name is Key Dai. Oh, he has a different last name on the top than on the bottom. The address is the same. Number 3 Ingwa Ave, M14. His occupation is missing. There's nothing on that line. Yeah, I think we have some issues. Okay, I'll teach you the next step for noting a potential discrepancy. Let me pass you the office pin. You better not be delaying things for no good reason. Sir, your name doesn't match and you don't have an occupation. Or it's not listed. So I have to say something. Use the pen and select the 2 fields that you think don't match. Okay, well, his name, that's one. I was worried you wouldn't spot it. The names definitely aren't matching. You will have to point this out to Mr. Key, converse with him directly, and ask for an explanation. What? Something wrong with the name? Let me see. So the name's a little different. It's normal to see such minor problems in documents all the time. Is it? Because the last girl's documents were perfect. I can guarantee you these documents are legitimate. The information has to match. So it's like, I don't care. If you force me to go fix these documents one more time, I'll complain to your minister directly. He was told about the deadline to present proper documents. Oh, okay. Let me ask you this. Is it your job to blindly follow the rules? Or is it to serve the citizens of this country? You know what the right thing to do is, so do it. I'm trying to treat everyone fairly. How is this fair to me? This is robbery. This is my land. Mine. You have no right. I think there's no getting through to him. You'd better just firmly reject his claims of compensation. To reject and use the red stamp. Sorry, sir, but it doesn't. How dare he said, don't you dare stamp that deed. Sir, what do you want me to do? There's no point in talk. Right, like I can't. Sorry, because it doesn't match. You're just a trainee, aren't you? I'll tell everyone that the government is full of incompetence, destroying our lives, stealing our homes. You're going to find out it's the people in charge. Us. Not you. Sir, it didn't match. And you had no occupation. So, I mean, that's kind of partially an issue, too. Oh, dear. That was more difficult than I'd expect. I'm sorry I couldn't help out more. It's just not my place to handle cases directly. I wouldn't want to deal with difficult people either. Well, we all get used to it. If not outright desensitized. Let's move on to the last case. It's an old lady who's had a few chances to correct her documents. Hopefully she managed to sort them out and she isn't just as fierce as Mr. Key. I'll call her Q number now. Okay. She looks friendly enough. Hello. My, you're so young. Everyone keeps saying that. That's what our country needs, not old forgetful people like me. Don't say that, Madam Manat. Elders like you have valuable experience and wisdom to share. Gotta get the right tone with these old aunties. I'll let you handle the inspection and chime in if needed. Okay, let me get your documentation. Now this is blue. We got another color. Go ahead with the inspection like before. If you can't find anything wrong, go ahead and use the green stamp. Okay, so for the name matches. We have Manat Kaur Bajwa, and that's the same. We have 5B Ingwa Lane M11. That's the same. The date looks weird. September 17th, 2957. Yeah, I'm not. Let me get this pen. What's up with the date? Like, it's a little off. Good eye. The year is definitely wrong. It'll be great if we actually make it to the 30th century, though. I think we should hear her explanation before proceeding, so start our conversation with her about the error. Okay, I'm going to let you know. Oh, no. Oh, dear. I brought it to the registrar's office. I thought everything was fixed. I might have written the date incorrectly on the form. It's just that these old eyes can't see clearly anymore. My hand is unsteady, too. I mean, girl, that's a big difference, though. So you're saying 1957 instead of 2957? Just one number is wrong. Can't you just overlook it? I mean, oh, this is a tough one. It is just one number. But I don't have the authority to make this decision. As an officer and trainee, you'll have to decide whether awarding or denying compensation is right. It really was an honest mistake by this old elephant. A really unfortunate, but no. So she can't go back and correct it? There is no time left for her to fix the documents again. So I have to let her know that unfortunately the deadline is kind of tight and you don't have time to fix it again. Oh no. Will you give this old, poor-sighted, absent-minded pachyderm a chance? So there's no more advice, Bobby? That's it? You look like such a kind young person. Even my bad eyes can see that. Won't you give me a chance? I don't know what to do. It's a small mistake. I'm sure she meant 1957, not 2957. And everything else matches in terms of her name and the address. We're just going to wing it. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Now I won't have to be out on the street. Right. I'm not trying to make her homeless. All right, Madam Manat, you can head off now. I'll never forget your kindness, even if I forget everything else. Thank you. I mean, it was one number, and clearly we know what she meant. Nobody lives in 2957, so I did say it was your call, But I would have been afraid of letting the error go. Guess I'm just not cut out for making tough choices. Be careful not to earn a reputation for being too lenient, though. The Tokai will handle the next stage of your training. Ugh, Peng Kang Liao. Time to close shop, everyone. Okay. What? It's still early. Why are you telling everyone to go home? Didn't you hear? The director left early to attend an important dinner function. He said any remaining work would have to wait until tomorrow. If Tokay says we can go, then we can go. You're welcome to stay behind and lose out on extra leisure time. But I'm out of here. Okay, well, bye. Have fun then. Well, I guess that's our super productive work ethic for you. Looks like you get to call it a day. Tomorrow's going to be packed for you. You'll have the director's briefing on top of your first set of cases. You better head home and have a good rest. Say bye-bye to the rest of the officer. Okay, I guess we're going home. At night, a dream begins. A dream? Seems like a nightmare. Oh, it's the old lady. Hello, my, you're so old. That's what our country needs. Old, forgetful people like you. Why am I dreaming this? Everything is just fine. Nothing to worry about. You can just cave into sentiment like you did before. What are you talking about? Well, it doesn't match. Are you sure you should be picking up the red rejection? Why did you choose green in the real world? I don't know. You seem nice. But I'm an old lady. Of course you should give me a chance. Old ladies are always to be pitied. But I can't. A red stamp. That's what you're told to do. But you don't have to do what you're told to do you? There must be good reasons for the guidelines, even if I can't see them. Pish posh. Why follow the rules if they only make you unhappy? Reject. If they can't remove all doubt, then reject. Remember, you can do whatever you feel is right. You are in charge. The green stamp is ready for you now. I want to do red. I guess I don't have a choice. There you go. It was easy when you know you're right. Now give them to me. There. What happens here doesn't matter. We're only ever in the realm of Maya. I don't know what happened there. At dawn, a dream ends. So we feel guilty about approving it, even though it was one number off. So I don't know. You came back and early too. Goodness gracious, trying to get the worm, are we? Not that I worried you'd give up after a bit of training. How do you feel about how yesterday went? I'm preparing for tougher cases going forward. Still reeling from the encounter with Mr. Key, huh? Just remember the work you do is essential no matter how tough it gets. Looking at the director's door, the Tao K should be ready to meet you now. Tao K can be a bit blunt, but he really wants the department to do well. Good luck. No wonder you had to take a half day off, Tao K. Can't miss out on such a banquet. Free drink, free food, and most importantly, free from work. Hey now, it's all work related. Celebrating the achievement of senior officials is one of our duties too. That means the whole department will get a half day off to celebrate your banquet when it's your time. Haha. Oh sure, when I'm promoted to minister level, I'll declare it an official holiday. What a joker. Ah, you're here. We were just finishing up. I will head off then. Thanks for letting me go on and leave, Tauke. These children of mine always getting bullied by the other students at school. Good luck to us if we have to make the whole country get along. Don't make light of such matters. Our new officers won't have high morale if they hear such talk. That's enough idle chatter. I believe Bobby brought you through a few cases yesterday. How did they go for you? They should have been straightforward. Yeah, Bobby really helped. Doesn't mean that Bobby did all the work. He sometimes forgets his station. Things get messy if all of us don't keep in our assigned roles. I heard from Bobby you decided to approve compensation to one Madame Manat. It was a small error in the document from what I heard. How did you arrive at your decision? It was insignificant and not her fault. That's not what I was hoping to hear. A new recruit like you shouldn't jump to assumptions. You lack the experience to trust you with making them, even in a case that seems simple. Exercise more caution next time. And get used to explaining your decisions, as I will be reviewing your cases after each completed district. Moving on, the officer who left after you came in will be taking over the rest of his cases as he had to go on leave. This is the folder for that officer's district. You'll be using it for two main things. One is to keep track of progress, and two, schedule meetings with landowners. Let's take a look inside the folder. This area is one of the oldest commercial districts. Generations of traders built a livelihood in these shop houses. It's seen better days, though, maybe not by much. The recent public disturbance has made it even more unsightly. We will be clearing this neighborhood for new office buildings. Some will be upgraded for commercial use where new companies can be set up. Others will be cleared for government use. In fact, the Ministry of Finance will be headquartered here. Surely the importance of developing this neighborhood is apparent to you. Yeah, I'm just going to nod in agreement. Are you nodding because you understand or because you don't know what to say? Speak up or I can't tell. The basic point is we cannot make progress without first removing what's impeding it. Okay. Well, sir, I don't know that they were impeding. I seem like that's kind of a strong sentiment. We have recorded records for each plot. They include some notes describing the property and information about the landowner. Once you have previewed the landowner and plot, you can call them to the office and have their ownership verified. The remarks section will record the results of your verification process and how you obtained the land. Next up is the deadline tracker on the top left. As you can see, each day only has enough time for 3 meeting slots. When you call a landowner in, they will use up the next available meeting slot. Since the deadline for the submission is right around the corner, you only have 4 slots for this district. That's 1 slot for each case, so you must settle them then and there. All 4 plots must be acquired. Because the plans for this district are crucial to our ministry's goal, I want you to acquire all 4 plots. To track your progress, there will be an overlay handle at the top of the map. I don't know how to pull that down. I can't pull it down. Oh. My bad. It shows you all the key structures and the plans. There will be notes to remind you of the significance of each project. Note the compensation limit at the bottom. The budget is high enough to compensate everyone, but that doesn't mean you can award them willy-nilly. Remember that I'll be reviewing the meeting cards and going over cases after you submit the folder. Alright, let's wrap this up. It's not like time stops when we're not processing cases. Close the folder. 2 things to note before we end. First, as I've said, there is no time left for landowners to fix their documents. If there were enough time, you'd be able to decide if a landowner deserves a chance to correct them. But that simply isn't the case here. Second, I realized you were taking over someone else's district. Thus, it wouldn't be fair to conduct a full evaluation once you submitted the folder. I will, however, look through the folder to see how you handled each case. If I see any irregularities with your decision making, you will need to account for them, so be sure to follow the rules. That'll be all. Now get to work. Your nation is counting on you. Oh, we're in a tough spot. So I need to start calling people? Back from the briefing, ready to throw in the towel? Wow, you're making me feel guilty for not radiating optimism like you are. Might need to bring everyone in the office to meet you and soak in some of it. Oh, before I forget, I was popping by to drop this off too. What is that? Oh, it's a simple list to remind you of the basic do's and don'ts. If you ever need it. I started making this because new recruits kept asking me for help reminding them. You wouldn't believe how much bobbing around it saved me. Well, time's wasting. We've got a country to conjure up. Wish the officer luck on their first set of cases, baby. Please take that baby with you. When you're ready, open the map folder and select your first case. Oh. Okay. So these are the 4 that I need to take, I guess, because they're going to turn it into buildings. So we have a retail shop and merchant alley. We have another research shop, a merchant, a shop house, a retail shop. I'm probably going to go with her first. Hi, officer. Here are my documents. Okay, well, let's make it big because girly pop, I can't see. Okay. I hope the government will protect us cats. The neighborhood has seen many fights and we didn't start it. Okay, I'm sorry. All right, so her name, Arna Binti Ismail. Okay. 41 Merchant Alley, M31. The date makes sense, April 25th, 1944. Yeah, everything looks good to go. Yeah, it looks great. Thank you. Okay. I hope this government continues to treat cats well. Goodbye. That actually wasn't terrible. Her stuff matched, so I had no drama. I got to make another call, so we did reimburse hers. She satisfied the requirements for proof of ownership. She met with the officer. Okay, so the next person, I don't know who's going to be agreeable. Now, he's a cat also, so let's call him and see if maybe he's agreeable as well. Hi. May the beacon of objectivity guide your intellect. Oh, sir, what's going on here? Now, it's green, but it doesn't matter. Shintan Wee, congent, dispassionate, at your disposal. Okay, so we have Wee Wang Sa. That matches. 1F Merchant Walk M14. Matches. 1954. That's fine. We have his date of birth is 1938. This was issued 1939. It looks good. Now, my only question is you have no occupation. Is that an issue? Well, it doesn't seem like it was an issue. I mean, it looks straightforward to me. Wonderful. Now, this regrettable chapter can be put well and truly behind us. May you adhere to the enlightened path of congruent cognition. Sir, what does that mean? Okay, but that wasn't terrible. So we have a group of people, but their documents match. All right, we're gonna try him on the corner. That'll be my last one for today. His arm is broken. You've been through it. Hello, how are you? My name is Prakash. Nice to meet you. All right. Does your stuff match? Please excuse my appearance. I know I'm not looking presentable. Yeah, you do look like you've been through it. Okay, so we have Prakash Mulchand, 38 Merchant Alley, M31. And this was issued on January 5th, 1959. He was born on March 29th, 1931. That looks straightforward. Well, I guess my question is the picture. Can you explain that? My wife says I look awful now, but not so bad, right? Compared to back then. What can I help you with? Would you like some tailored clothing made to measure? Oh, sorry, you're not a customer. You have questions for me, officer. How did you get your injuries? You're very direct, officer. I have no problem with that, of course. Well, you see, officer, I just happened to be at the wrong place at the wrong time. Cut myself against some glass. That doesn't look like you cut yourself against glass. Got caught up in the riots. It spread all over, you know. Very hard to avoid. Did you make a police report? Oh no, what would I tell the police? I don't know if it was a cat or dog or even some big group, all a big jumble. I really think we should do whatever we can to stay out of trouble. It's the wisest decision. All this mayhem and mischief. I guess one good thing is people will need my services to tailor new clothes. I think it's better not to discuss it further if you don't mind, officer. You have a duty to curb social violence. He's like, oh, but surely leaving such serious matters to higher authorities is the correct thing to do. Now, please, officer, I'd like to be getting home soon. I have to rest and recover after all. I mean, he looks like his picture. Kind of. Let me look at the hints. I don't know. He kind of looks like the picture. He's just been through the ringer. Thank you very kindly. We'll use this money to set up my business at a new location. One where hopefully everyone could stay out of trouble. I'm probably going to get in trouble. Hey, new bird. Look like someone is ready to pack up. Not thinking of calling it quits, are you? You have to last until the end of the week. Please make it to the end of the week. How did your first day go? It went well, and your training was great. Super. Whether it's overconfidence from ignorance or you've actually gotten the hang of things, positivity is what we like to hear. If you ever feel at a loss, just remember the golden rule. Just finish the task quickly and see if mistakes come back to haunt you later. Giving daddy a break, baby. I was just joking. It's time for us to go too. You know the drill. Bums to wipe and bedtime stories to read. Say goodbye to officer, baby. Okay, we're gonna head home. Another dream, another night, another dream. Who did we mess up on? Because they got us for the old lady the first time. A field to be cleared to yield a harvest. A canvas bountiful, it nourishes indifferently, all allowed to grow upon it. Cull, circumscribe, control, cultivate. Am I supposed to be doing something? The sun, radiant, transverse, relentlessly, and action is action. Cull, circumscribe, control, cultivate. The landscape, mutable, coalesces inevitably. Its form, its function. Okay. What's up with all these weeds? A monolith towers, blanketing in shadow, the void left at its feet. Another dawn, another awakening. Well, this dream was weirder than the last one. Another strange one. Well, this is the final case in the folder to tackle. Okay. So I only have one person to call. Yeah, we're only missing one. Oh, we already did him. Who am I missing? Oh, okay. This is my last person. Good. You're not one of them. Those cannot trust. If you one of them, I no give you papers. I get different officer. Who are they? Like you don't know them. Cats. make noise all night, go into people's houses, no permission, steal money. Not only steal, break table, break chair, break statue, break whole restaurant. Do you suspect anyone of burglary? It must be that Arn cat. She's always making trouble. Says my children bad dogs. Did she come here? You give her money? You shouldn't. She's a thief. I mean, yeah, I met her. What lies she say you? If she say my children do bad things, I do something to her, then she know. First of all, she didn't even mention you, baby. She was not stressed. Now, girl, not your document missing a whole chunk. Now, I have to point it out. What's up with the name? Why you point at IC? You say something wrong? I'm saying that it's been damaged and I can't read some of the information. That's not my fault. I say you already. Those cats come and break restaurant, break house. Was there anyone there to witness? I know crazy. Why stay and get hurt? I go hide with children. Where was the IC when it got torn? Upstairs, my bedroom drawer. Where else? They go into my room. Did you see anyone do it? No, see what difference? Nose good, ear good. I smell, I hear. I know it's cats. They break glass, leave blood everywhere. Well, baby, I can't confirm this because I can't read the address. Right. Okay, so you didn't have any witnesses. How do you know it was done by cats and no one else? Okay, I have to reject it, girl. You're going to be... Wait, why hold stamp? Put down stamp. Wait, no stamp. Talk first. We tried. Fine, if you say I see no good, you let me fix first. How you no give chance to fix first? There's no time. That's not fair. It's not my fault. You give time, fix, or else. I really can't. Because I can't read the document. So it's like, what? What nonsense? I get no money? This building mine. Well, your documentation, baby, is insufficient. You go punish cats. Why punish me? Girl, your thing is chewed. You see dogs no up. You don't punish correct people. I will teach you all a lesson. Girl, you came with something that I can't read. All your cases are done. Guess it's time to submit the folder. Yeah. Have a seat. So you managed to complete this district. Good. As I said during your first briefing, I will be looking through your cases. If I see anything that needs further explanation, I will ask you about how you arrived at your decision. It will need a ally. What is the word? Must be in alignment with ministry regulations. Looks like your decisions check out. Good. It says here that you deny compensation due to damaged documentation. You faced unfamiliar situations which weren't covered by department protocol and had to make calls on the spot. Are any aspects of the case you'd like to bring up for discussion? Did any part of the process make you feel uncomfortable? I felt like like the guy who was all scratched up, I feel like we needed to investigate that more. That isn't something that could be helped in this district. We had no choice due to the deadline. Rest assured that the government is mindful of the sacrifices citizens are asked to make, and that there will be opportunities to resolve cases in a more compassionate manner down the road. In the end, the real compensation for everyone is the country's success. If we get there, it'll all be worth it. One more thing before we conclude. I want to ask about your interactions with them. How were their general attitude? Did they talk at all about the recent troubles? Some were quick to blame other groups for unrest. That's what I feared. This sort of social friction can transform into open violence if we don't manage it. Soon after that, faith in the government will erode, and then we'll be starting from scratch all over again. Worse than that, actually. It'll be harder for them to accept that a government represents the interests of all. And this district wasn't assigned to you to begin with. You won't be receiving a full evaluation. The only category you'll be assessed on for now is your decision making. As you can see, you're awarded a B grade. While I didn't see anything wrong with your decisions, the cases weren't complicated either. To get an A grade, you'll have to make the right choices when faced with complicated cases. And also offer solid justification that can be officially recorded. That's how careers here really take off. What is that? As it clearly states, you're still on probation. You won't be confirmed as a department officer until after you've handled the full district on your own. It gets more complicated from here on out. Eventually, you'll be managing a budget and deadline on top of assessing documentation. Okay, that's it. Didn't take too long, which is great. Do you have any final questions before I let you go? What happens to the residents once the land's been acquired? I wouldn't know. That depends on many factors. Some will go on to apply for new housing. Some will appeal the compensation amount. Thankfully, that's not our responsibility. It's other departments' passal. Understand? All right, you may head home for the day. Rest and prepare for the increased responsibilities you'll face. Okay. I don't know. That was hard because they're going to be angry, some people. Hey, new bird, done with your first evaluation? I know I'm a little capo with all this hovering around and checking in. I guess you could say it's my parenting instinct. Everyone run. We've got to leave now. Huh? They're breaking through the gates. They have weapons. Cecil, what's wrong? Calm down. There's a mob. They just appeared outside. They're all shouting that we're stealing homes. They say we're corrupt. That tiger, Key, he was leading them. I think they want to kill us. I'm heading for the back door. Get out of my way. I'm with Cecil. Let's go. Why are we still here? Clearly Cecil is part black because he was ready to leave. He was like, yep, I'm out. Looks like this isn't some joke. Follow Cecil to emergency exit. I'm going to keep to the break room. I left one of my babies asleep in there. You leave first. Go. Do you need help? You barely know your way around. You just slow me down. It's okay. I got it. Go now. Okay. All right. My bad. I was trying to offer help because you've been so helpful to me. Your new nation needs you to make the hard choices, to ensure fairness for the many, to secure our future. Will you serve? That was very stressful towards the end there. Are we dreaming again? We must be. What's going on here? I can't handle no more dreams. These dreams are like terrifying. This was interesting. I like the demo. They have an option to join Discord, send feedback, wishlist it, or exit to the main menu. Well, thanks so much for watching this demo. I'm definitely going to wishlist this on Steam. This is very interesting because it is a gray area. Like, I felt like I did the right thing with the older elephant woman, but apparently that was the wrong thing because the document technically was inaccurate. And then I was suspicious of the guy who had the injuries, but technically his documents were correct. So there was no reason to deny his compensation. But I feel like he broke into that other woman's home. And she was blaming the cats, but it was him. So I don't know. It's going to be a lot of gray area in this game. But those are sometimes some of the best games to play. Let me know in the comments below, what did you think of Compensation Not Guaranteed?